Welcome back everyone to Divinity Original Sins 2 Honor Mode Run Plus. Twice the enemies and a quarter of experience. We're having two quests left over that I wanted to tackle. The Burning Prophet and Red Ink in the Letter. One is being the statue that we have already seen earlier, where I mentioned that this will be relevant later in the process. And the other one is basically finding stolen goods from a merchant. So the statue that we're talking about is positioned right there. So that's where we are heading first, and afterwards we are going to progress a couple of the quests. Number one, the stolen goods. And number two, we're also going to progress the quest with the lich that we have freed earlier. As always, our formation kind of started to fall apart, so let's redo it, and here we go. This time, we're taking the right way, just to explore a little bit about the area that we haven't explored so far. I would always recommend to go also for the augmenters. Augmenters are just so good. They can be used to augment any of the potions that you do have. These here, by the way, are void infested bears, and we will need to kill them, but not before we set up correctly. Interestingly enough, apparently the modder hasn't implemented additional bears. I would have expected that, to be honest. And whilst we are here, I'm thinking about getting this waypoint as well, because that would serve us quite well. We shouldn't go too far off track for now, so let's do the bears. I'm not going to go with the additional waypoint. Let's first and foremost just do this area, and we're already a little bit off track. So a long story short, these two bears are unfortunately infected, and we will need to make sure that they are not hurting anyone else. So although it might sound cruel to just kill some bears that haven't attacked us, they indeed are bad. You will see that once we have killed them, they will turn into void tainted bears. So setting the whole thing up, buffing everyone, and there we go. Nice little attacks of opportunity. The bears themselves are like super easy. I think we're not even going to need any real preparation. I wasn't starting to buff us up or anything. There you go. There's the Voidwoken Honey Bear. Just got 5,000 experience for finding that out. Wonderful. Oh, and I forgot they are immune to earth damage. Okay. Let's finish that bear. I think we can't kill him right away. No. Almost. So one down. Let's get the other one real quick. Nice little attack of opportunity. And I think that's pretty much it. Let's finish him. There isn't any quest, at least to my knowledge, associated with them, other than like finding out that they are void tainted, which we did. And that's pretty much about it. And you do have a couple of beehives here to refill your honey. Good. Over here is the follow-up for our Lich. It's important to let him still continue. He will tell us that he needs to feast. We're going to give him Source, which means there is an update for the Taste of Freedom. The reason why we're doing this is if you do the quest all the way through, in the final quest A, there will be more loot for you, and B, which is even more important, there will be a significant reward if you kill him when he's fully fed. So let's get this waypoint here, which is the first waypoint where we are going to find one of two trolls, who's by the way also giving us a nice little extra quest. We're not going to go for her yet. She's also giving us a quest, but I would want to spare that whole area for now and not take on additional quests. And by the way, we already got the waypoint, I just realized. Anyways, the troll.
He smiles a jagged and will see. You want to cross my bridge? Look at it now. He kicks the edge of the bridge. I'm the only thing these days. Everything is in decline. Well, mind you, they have a troll must stand by his principle. He rubs his leathery.
So he wants 5,000 gold, which of course we can't give him.
His eyes narrow. The competition. A little he took over the other bridge, if that's a little Grog drags it. Now, for the moment, you'll...
Good, business rivals. That's exactly what we want to do. And we need to get down there, which we're going to do next. So of course the bridge it's just like a shortcut. You can just walk around, similar to what I'm doing now. We have encountered the lich here, which we wanted to do. So that one works. We will now go to the attack location, which is going to let us finish the red ink of the ledger quest, and afterwards we're doing the burning prophet. All of the quests are still in this location. And before we are then proceeding into this location, because it's a little bit higher level, I want to do the graveyard next. So this here, it's the other side of the bridge. Joke's on him for his 5,000 gold pieces. And before we go down this road, which will lead us to the burning prophet, we're going to go and find out what happened, because a caravan has been attacked. And apparently, as always, the area is pre-populated, so let's get right into it. Normally that's supposed to be an ambush as well, so I think the two bears here are just the duplicates of the normal ambush. You're going to be ambushed by an evil beastmaster and his corrupted pets. And both of them again are like really straightforward. They are level 13, but here you can see the direct comparison. I mean, these are level 13 monsters, and they do not nearly hit for as much as the vampiric void spawns did. Plus, they do not have any noticeable immunities. Like, literally, they have nothing. $7,500. Wow. easy. Good. So the main combat is supposed to happen down here when you enter the backpack. This guy here will tell you. He basically told us that the caravan has been robbed and that all the partners of Garvin were dead. Which leads to the aggressive takeover quest. Within the grave, we found remains of a traitor. Upon eating his flesh, we learned that he was betrayed and murdered by someone close to him. So that's something we are going to do a little bit later. So this is where Garvin had been attacked. The fight itself is similarly easy. By the way, I should maybe upgrade our gear. So this is the wooden box. Once we loot it, fight is starting. You can see that the two bears, as well as the void-touched Beastmaster, are spawning. And yeah, the fight is pretty much very similar to the one that we have just seen before. We are going to focus on the Beastmaster. There you go, 500. Right, so I think they were only immune against decaying. Yeah, I thought so. So that's one of them frozen right away, and the other one should at least be chilled. There we go, yeah. Okay. Finish off the Beastmaster, easy. Fight against Tasha. Not challenging at all. Slowed and crippled, and this guy here is going to die as well. Done. And done. There we go. Now we only need to trade it in. Good thing, since we killed him so fast, all of his special arrows are still remaining on the corpse. And interestingly enough, this undead had a healing potion. I don't know what he intended to do with it, but if he would have drank it, he probably would have died. He only had 500 hit points and 330 damage by the potion. Well, maybe he was a suicidal hunter. Who knows? So we have been here already. That's the front entrance of the Dwarven Keep that I was talking about. This here is just a camp. I think we had been here as well. Yeah, it appears to be looted. So yeah, all of that was looted. I think we discussed with most of the dwarves. Surprised. I'm surprised that there's even loot on one of them. We have forgotten, we have missed the unique item. Not that it matters because it is not a good armor, but still. Okay, so all of these here are going to be potions that we're definitely needing later in order to reduce the elemental damage that we're taking in some of the boss fights. And the shrine that we're looking for should be here. Now the trick with the shrine is all of these torches need to be lit at the same time, which you cannot do if you're just lighting them up, because before you have touched all 5 of them, basically the whole thing will start to go to diminish again. So I think you can light up 2 or 3 at a time. Statue of the Burning Prophet is now super happy.
Truth invites danger. Some would sooner wait. You. I see it. You must take my gift from among the flames. With it, you will know truth. With it, you can. The rumble reaches a deafening forte. Then.
There we go. Not a great loot, but still okay. So what's the most valuable one? The staff. Perfect. And we got the Book of the Prophet. That was the Burning Prophet. And now we need to report back to Galvin and close the other quests. And that's the end of the video. I'll do that and move slowly into the direction of the graveyard, which is going to be our next quest location.